one of the strong chairmen from the Greater Accra region, all the way from Greater Accra. He is also with Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, and he is the chairman of Okankwem North constituency, and he is with us, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have in our midst a former MCE in this region, Volta, from Akachi South. Listen, he is also the lead coordinator of all former MMDCEs in the Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong's campaign team. He is in the person of Honorable Leo Nelson Ajidoga, a strong name for a strong man. Please give it out to him. He's here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the immediate past PC or parliamentary candidate for Asin Central in our midst, all the way from the Central region. He is in the person of Honorable Godfred Anewu. He's here. Please give it out to him. He's here with us. Thank you, Jama Group. I love you so much. Again, ladies and gentlemen, in our midst here today, we have the VC's rep, the man who is sitting in for the VC of this great university, Dr. Benjamin Amwakuhene. He's HOD. He is here with us, ladies and gentlemen. I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce one very important person again. He's a 3-term General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party in the western part of this Ghana, of this country, Ghana. He is an astute politician, a tactical tactician when it comes to politics, and currently in the camp of Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, the next president of Ghana. He has the operations of the campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, he is in the person of Mr. Charles, or Honorable Charles Onyawonto Bisu. He is here with us. Thank you. At this juncture, I would like to quickly hand over to my co-MCs for them to continue with us. Thank you so much for having me, and God bless us all. History is made today in the Volta region. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Somebody say yay. Oh, say yay. So I also want to welcome my very own boss, the TESCOM president for UHAS, Mr. Awufu Seidu. You are welcome once again, boss. God bless you for sharing this occasion. So without wasting much time, we would invite our first speaker for the day, who happens to be the rep for the Vice Chancellor for the University of Health and Allied Science. And he is in the person of Dr. Benjamin Amwakuhene. Let's welcome him as he comes to give his speech.
Hi, and then good afternoon to you all. All right. I can feel that the hall is already charged to witness the entrepreneurship-based lecture from Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. So I don't want to waste my time here. I'll go straight to the point. The chairman, Honorable guest speaker, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, esteemed guests of the New Patriotic Party, TESCON executives of the various tertiary institutions present, other distinguished guests, students from the various tertiary institutions in the whole municipality, and then the whole of Volta region, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the office of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Health and Allied Sciences. The Vice Chancellor would have wished to be here this afternoon, but she's engaged in an equally important function at the moment. Let me hasten to stress that she is very enthused with the theme for this program, as she sees the youth's quest to engage in entrepreneurship as the only avenue to reduce the rate of unemployment in the country. As the youth of this country, we have the potential to shape our destiny and create the life we want without depending solely on the government. And then with this background, then entrepreneurship comes to mind, where we channel our resources into small-scale businesses that are profitable to us as individuals, society, and the country as a whole. But not forgetting that we venture into businesses that are lawfully accepted within the country. Then again, entrepreneurship from the VC's perspective is not just starting a business, but the quest to control our future, pursue our passion, and making an impact in the world as a young generation. The Vice Chancellor therefore recommends that as entrepreneurs and potential entrepreneurs, we are not restricted by the traditional way of doing business, but we should challenge the status quo to take risks and be competitive to the local and international markets. Once again, I welcome you to the University of Health and Allied Sciences, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. The whole university is yearning to listen to your entrepreneurship-based lecture. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all.
Jama boys, Jama boys. Thank you so much, Jama boys. You are charging the place for us, and then we appreciate it so much. Someone say, Yay! So we wouldn't want to waste much time here. So we want to do everything very fast and brief. So I would welcome to the podium the TESCOM President for the University of Health and Allied Science, Mr. Awufu Seidu, to give us his speech as well.
Thank you very much, Jama boys. Thank you very much, Jama boys. Good evening once again. Keynote speaker for today, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, revered chiefs and queen mothers present, Mr. Charles Bisiu, former presidential staffer, Honorable Stephen Amwa, member of Parliament for Inshaisu constituency, distinguished invited guests, university officials, colleagues, fellow TESCON members, and all gathered here, I bring you warm greetings. It is a privilege to stand before you today at this important gathering, the Entrepreneurial Summit, under the theme of empowering you through entrepreneurship, innovation, and leadership. Today's summit is more than just an event on the calendar. It is a significant moment for us students and future leaders to learn, connect, and reflect on the path towards building a stronger and more prosperous Ghana. We assemble here because we believe the future of this nation rests not just in political promises, or policies, but in the bold, creative spirit of young people who refuse to be limited by circumstances. This summit is about igniting that spirit, challenging ourselves to think differently, to innovate, to start businesses, to lead with integrity, and to solve the problems we face as a nation. We are deeply honored by the presence of our keynote speaker, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. A man whose commitment to entrepreneurship, job creation, and youth development has been an inspiration across Ghana. Your sacrifices and leadership serve as a reminder to us that with determination and focus, we too can rise to become builders of industries and pillars of national growth. To our respected Queen Mothers, Mama O, we thank you for your guidance and blessings. As TESCON UHAS, we've worked hard in our own small way to support our members and contribute positively to our campus community. Some of our notable achievements this year include organizing a fun and educational trip to Togo and Qatar, which exposed our members to new cultures, expanded their networks, and strengthened the spirit of unity and patriotism among us. Facilitating the free renewal and registration of NHIS cards for our members, ensuring that healthcare is accessible and affordable to all, especially in these difficult times. Assisting our final year members with free NSS special posting services, reducing their anxiety and helping them transition smoothly into national service and the world of work. To these achievements, we have been made possible through the dedication of our executive and then through the region, and the commitment of every member despite the numerous challenges we face. Indeed, our journey has not been easy. Among the challenges we continue to grapple with are lack of funding and financial support from the regional level, which severely limits our ability to run programs and support initiatives that benefit our members. The absence of a TESCON bank account, which makes financial accountability, fundraising, and long-term planning difficult. More broadly, the neglect of TESCON branches in the Volta region by both the regional and then the national TESCON structures. This lack of recognition and support runs across all tertiary institutions in the whole municipality and the Volta region. It is stifling the growth and potential of many young, eager, and talented students. To Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, the future president of CAM 2028 of the Republic of Ghana, today I stand to say that we want you to adopt TESCONs in the Volta region to become yours completely. We share these challenges today not to complain, but to draw attention to the fact that if we truly believe in empowering young people, then structures must be put in place to resource and support us. We call on our party leadership, government officials, entrepreneurs, and well-meaning Ghanaians to invest in TESCON and its future. Not just with words of encouragement, but with tangible resources, mentorship, and platform for growth. We remain committed, however, to our values of patriotism, volunteerism, and service. We will continue to build our community, support one another, and promote the ideas of good leadership, responsible citizenship, and entrepreneurship. As we move through today's summit, we hope to draw from the wisdom of and experience of our keynote speaker and invited guests to sharpen our ideas, broaden our networks, and inspire ourselves to become entrepreneurs, and change makers. In conclusion, I would like to thank each and every one of you present today, especially our distinguished guests, our student members, and the leadership of TESCON UHAS, and all tertiary institutions in the whole municipality. May this summit light a fire within us that will continue to burn long after we leave this auditorium. May God bless TESCON UHAS. May God bless our speaker and guests. And then we pray that when we go for the delegate conference or we do the elections, our keynote speaker becomes the flag bearer of the new patriotic party. May God bless us and make our nation strong. Thank you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, kindly do it better for Mr. Seidu Awufu, the current TESCON president of the University of Health and Allied Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, quick one. This program is being telecast live on Ken City Media. And we have Netu TV covering it live. We have Omanfm. We have Ash FM. And we have NAP Radio telecasting this program live. Thank you. Please, a quick one. I want to quickly introduce a few people. While I was doing the introduction, I couldn't introduce them. Please, we have the former government spokesperson in our midst, and he is in the person of Dr. Palgrave Dankwa. He is here with us. Please, let's give it out to him. Dr. Palgrave Dankwa. We also have here the next Central Regional Secretary of the New Patriotic Party and spokesperson to Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, Mr. Armstrong Essa. He's also here with us. Please give it out to him. All TESCONs observed and everybody. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick one, then we introduce the next speaker. How I know Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. I think this is the right time to share my story. In 2013, when I completed junior high school, yes, 2013, I was old when I went to school because my father wasn't there, my mother wasn't there, there was nobody. So when I completed junior high school, I was looking for money. I had admission to a dance senior high school at the time. So I was looking for money to go to school. I didn't get money. Well, I heard a lot about Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, and they told me he's helping people. So that day, I gathered my momentum and I went to Omanfm. That I was looking for him. When I got there, I met a gentleman who told me that he was at the time at Atinka. If I can get to Atinka before he finishes the program, I would be able to meet him. So I quickly moved from Madina, Zongo Junction, to Atinka TV. I was there. When I got there, the driver was in the car. I asked him, he said I should wait. He's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, this story I hadn't told Honorable himself. This is the first time I'm sharing here personally to his hearing. And that day, he came out, and then the driver told him this young man wants to see him. So if he's looking for me, is this my office? He said it's in Chi, or I hire my office. So when I heard this, I panicked. So I wanted to quickly turn and then go back. Then he said, Jimmy or Kwehi. And I couldn't move again. I couldn't do anything. So I became static. I was just standing there. Then he said, what do you want? I said, I'm a student. Now who is a student? I'm your papa. This was a next statement. So over there, I couldn't talk again. I couldn't say anything. What do you want? I couldn't say a word. Ladies and gentlemen, when Honorable Ken entered his vehicle and he was about to move, he handed over a white envelope to me. When I opened the envelope, I found 1,500 Ghana cedis in that envelope. And that aided me to go to senior high school. My admission fee was just about 700 Ghana cedis at the time. A compassionate man, a man with a new vision for this country, the hope for the hopeless like me. Honorable, today I stand in front of all these people to say thank you. I am grateful for the support. I'm grateful for the help. And today I can boastfully tell you that I hold advanced diploma in logistics and transport from Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, and I'm going in for law very soon and later. If I had not met him, maybe my dreams would have been shattered. He is here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, I'll quickly call the next person, my co-MC, to introduce the next speaker. Let us do it for the next president of the Republic of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you so much. Say showdown. Say showdown. So distinguished guests, respected faculty, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you all once again. Today we gather under a powerful theme, igniting innovation, youth-led entrepreneurship for economic growth. And who better to speak into this vision than the man we are about to welcome? He is not only a seasoned lawmaker, having served in Ghana's parliament for over 2 decades, but he is also a fierce advocate for entrepreneurship, self-reliance, and bold leadership. From starting with humble beginnings to building one of Ghana's most influential business portfolios, including major media houses, farms, and manufacturing ventures. He has shown us what's possible when innovations meet determination. They say, a lion don't turn around when a small dog barks. That, our guess, is that lion. He is firm, he's focused, and he's fearless. He is not just a businessman or a politician, but he is a man of action. He has empowered thousands through education, job creation, and philanthropy, offering scholarships, supporting markets and hospitals, and constantly investing in Ghana's future. He made a post just recently saying the youth don't need another sweet-talking politician. They need a doer, someone who thrives on slides and not slogans. I'm not here to applaud. I'm here for action, ready to deliver and then ready to serve. Whether you agree to these methods or not, one thing is certain. He is unapologetically passionate about youth potential, national growth, and economic development. Ladies and gentlemen, if you believe in bold leadership, say yes. And if you are ready to be inspired, say yes, we are. So I would invite Mr. Armstrong to invite our guest speaker for today.
Thank you. A big round of applause for him. A bigger round of applause. Akwe Nami. Akwe Nami kaka. I think some of my colleagues who came with us are lost. Most of them do not understand ever. What I meant was that thank you very much. I'm sure I'm right. Put your hands together for me. Put your hands together. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's always exciting to be in the Volta region because Volta region is a unique region with a unique culture, with beautiful people. It is always exciting to be here. And I want to assure you that today you have the most exciting speaker ever in Ghana to address you shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, get prepared to welcome a philanthropist, the most benevolent member of parliament, politician ever, who has touched the lives of millions of people and has made significant impact in every area. A short while ago, a friend told you the impact that Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong made on his life some years ago. And I want to mention to you again that you will be pleased to know that there are so many people who have become engineers today because of the benevolence of Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong. So many have become doctors because of Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong. This is the kind of leader we need in Ghana. Because this is a business summit, I'm going to zoom straight into his business acumen. Ladies and gentlemen, 45 years. The next speaker, the keynote speaker, Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong, has been running his businesses successfully for 45 solid years. And today, he's a highly successful businessman around the globe. His businesses span several sectors of the national economy, with heavy presence in the media industry, with massive presence in the manufacturing industry, with strong presence in the cold store industry. Ladies and gentlemen, a short while ago, you were informed that this program is being covered live by Ken City Media Limited, operators of Net2 TV, Omanfm, Ash FM, NAB Radio. I am happy to announce to you that Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong is the founder and the owner of Ken City Media Limited. A big round of applause for him. Ladies and gentlemen, in the world of manufacturing, he's a king there. He has several manufacturing companies, including Platinum Company Limited, manufacturers of all kinds of quality plastic products. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to mention to you that the keynote speaker, Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong, is the owner of Ashanti Steel Company Limited, the first Ghanaian-owned and the biggest one-man steel company in the whole of Africa, with a total value of more than 100 million US dollars. Go to Tama and see. Ladies and gentlemen, again in the cold store sector, Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong is a king in that sector. Again, he's the owner of 4 industrial massive cold stores in Ghana, including Asempa, Adepa, Adwempa, and papa. Put your hands together for me. Put your hands together for me. All the papa. And ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to mention that he is the owner of the largest, and this is very important, he is the owner of the largest cold store in the whole of Africa. You put together all the cold stores he has, and they have a combined capacity of over 61,000 metric tons. Go to Tama and see. Ladies and gentlemen, he has the passion of always creating jobs for the youth. So he has curated employment for over 7,000 workers in Ghana. Finally, as you get ready to welcome him, I am going to summarize this under 2 minutes because Tatcon is here. He's also a politician. He has been a member of parliament for 24 solid years. From the year 2000 to the year 2024. 6 solid terms, 24 solid years of unbroken parliamentary service. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember he contested in 2023 to become the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, and he gave a showdown performance in the year 2003. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to welcome a leader we all want. Bold, truthful, decisive, patriotic, honest, disciplined. The next president of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong. A bigger round of applause for him. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please resume your seat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Representative of the Vice Chancellor, constituency executives present, students from HTU, UHAS, and EPU. I say good evening to you all. Indeed, it's an honor to be invited to this august and beautiful auditorium. You indeed have a beautiful auditorium. And very big indeed. No wonder I see handsome men and beautiful young ladies. I'm honored to stand before you to share personal experience with you. Of late, almost all universities are inviting me or extending invitation to me to talk about entrepreneurship. I believe most of the universities are now offering entrepreneurship. Then the question is, why Agyapong? Maybe how I see it is that I think in my delivery, the young men and women, especially the youth in this country, find something unique in what I say and what I do. Thank you. Some of the things are in the books, and therefore you are taught in school or classrooms. But others, they are not, and not taught in the classrooms because it comes with experience. So I see that students find interest in more of the pragmatic approach that I use in sharing personal experience. I will not do anything different. I'll still do same. Because it's not every audience here do hear or has heard whatever I've said in other schools. Who is an entrepreneur? We're talking about entrepreneur. Who is entrepreneur? What I always say, some people think entrepreneurs are born, but entrepreneurs are not born. They are made. You can be an entrepreneur if you dream big and aspire to the climax. Today you are inviting Agyapong to come and speak to you. I want to give you a word of encouragement. And that word of encouragement is what? Your beginnings are far better than mine. Because I see the faces here, and I can tell you are between 19 and 24 or 25. That is why I say your beginnings are far better than mine. Because I went to Adsado College from Marseille Doctor. At the age of 16, I went to Adsado College, Form 1. I finished 6th form, Winneba Secondary School, at the age of 23. I went to Germany to wash plates and clean supermarkets. I saved money, continued the journey to America. In America, I worked at the bakery, filling stations, and also became a taxi driver. I went to university, Fordham University, at the age of 33. So if at the age of 19, you are in the university here, then you are lucky. Your beginnings is far better than mine. But success is not determined by the time you went to university or the time you went to school. Success is determined by every individual's dream and vision. So you are here. You are studying, doing or reading different disciplines. But that alone will not determine your success in life. Unless, one, you dream big. Two, unless you have goals. Three, unless you have objectives. Four, unless you strategize, you have a strategy. Five, unless you plan your life. And six, the activities, what you engage in. Why I'm giving you this, the dream, anybody can have a dream. But a dream without action is not a dream. Therefore, when you are here on campus, you start dreaming big and you have to take action. So your dreams should be backed by actions. How are you going to back your dreams by actions? First, you have to sacrifice today's lives, entertainment, and whatnot for tomorrow. What I mean by sacrifice is some students here obviously come from affluent homes. Some students here also come from average homes. Some students also come from poor homes, but because of their brains, they manage to come here. What I want to assure you is that it is not where you come from that determines your success. It is your dream and how you foresee the future or life that determines your success. So if you want to be an entrepreneur today, you can start from tonight. Whatever money experience gives to you, you should begin to save. I always tell friends that any person who is working and not married should be able to save 70% of his income. Those who are married, the couples, should plan to save 50% of their income. Some may wonder why as high as 70%. I give you an example. Normally, students, when we come out of college and you get opportunity to work and you receive salaries, the first 3 months, what comes to your mind because of freedom? You want to move from home. Because now you want a girlfriend. Now you want a boyfriend. But it will cost you. It's very expensive. If you want to plan your life well, what you have to do is, wherever you are staying as a student, it's not all the time the case. Sometimes you might get a job and you have to move from your parents. But if you happen to be lucky and get a job at where your house is, don't move from the house. Stay with your parents for 5 years minimum. and save the money. Because your rent takes about 35% of your income. But if you are staying with parents, your parents in Africa and Ghana especially, parents do not charge rent. Elsewhere in America, when you are working, you pay rent to your parents. But here, no. So what you have to do is you save the 35% of your income, and that in 5 years becomes your capital. A friend who will move from his parents' home because he has a new girlfriend will spend the 35% of his income to rent a place. And that eats into your capital. So your purchasing power dwindles. If you receive 100 cedis and you are paying 35 cedis rent, you have 65 cedis left. Food, transportation, electricity cost. Electricity is not part of the rent charge. So by the time the month ends, your 100 cedis, you have maybe 5 cedis left. So 5 cedis for 5 years and 35 cedis. And 35 cedis for 5 years. Multiply it and see. The 5 cedis by 5 will give you 25. Okay, 5 times 5 will be 25. And 5 times 35 is 175. Who has saved money and has a purchasing power or a capital to save and invest. So you can start from here, especially the ladies. Whatever your money your parents are giving you, you can start buying hair products, sell to the students who wants to live lavishly. Yes, sell to them. By the time you come out of college, you have experience in business. And those who are very smart who think that when they get jobs, that is where they become successful. It's not true. Success. The individuals, you determine your own success by the way you behave. So start from here, saving the little monies parents advance to you to come to school. I'm not saying you don't have to spend at all, but at least save some for rainy day. So all I'm trying to say is, first, in life, you need savings. From savings, you need to invest. An investment, you need to work hard to protect your investment. I'll give you one example. When I first went to America, most of our seniors over there were working in a hotel. They were making $250 a week. The bakery that I went was making $120 a week. And my rent was $432. So $480, you take $432 out of it, you are left with nothing. So I had to look for a second job. That is a filling station. At the bakery, I worked for 40 hours. And the filling station, I worked for 88 hours a week. My main job was 40 hours. And why I was working 88 hours at a gas station was that I start from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday to Friday, 10 p.m., 6 p.m. Monday, the same thing to Friday. I get there 40 hours. Then I start Saturday. Friday night, our friends will go to parties, so I'll take their shift and work whilst they are partying. So Saturday, I do 24 hours. Sunday, I do 24 hours, 48 hours. No bath. We sell oil, the fuel, the engine oil. So when I remove the oil from it, the cartons, then I'll spread it and sleep on the floor. Whilst you are dozing deep, then you hear somebody know, pump number 5. Then see my eyes are red. Have to wake up and go and punch number 5. Sometimes if 3 people are there, you might make a mistake because you are asleep. But I'll do the 24 hours on Saturday, 24 hours on Sunday. And the morning shift, the one coming to take over, I have to make an account of all the 6 shifts from Saturday to Sunday. So I get home around 11 a.m. and my Zaro bakery job starts at 12. But I knew what I wanted to be in life. So I never gave up. Friends that were partying and I took their shift. Later on, I bought taxis for them to drive for me. When I saved money and got my first $3,000, I bought a taxi and started driving. And I was saving $100 a day. In those days, I was saving $100 a day. And I'll make sure every month, minimum, I save $3,000. I'll go to auction, buy a used car, Caprice, Impala, or whatever. Then, in America, if you are driving taxi and you don't, they put something called partition, bulletproof. If not, somebody will just kill you. So with the bulletproof, the insurance and everything, $3,000, I give it to a driver for $40 a day. And I don't want to hear anything unless you take the car to the mechanic. If you take the car to mechanic and you don't tell me, they are still going to give you my $40. So 7 days, $280. And I was also making $700 a week. I bought my first house April 1988 for my mother at the age of 28 when they were moving my mother from. My stepfather went on pension. I'm not saying anything to disgrace him, but he didn't have a place to live. So when he went on pension, they allowed him to stay in his flat for 6 months, and they moved his things out of the house where they were staying. That's now Flagstaff House, Jubilee House. It was WO's quarters. That's where my parents were staying, and they moved them. But I was able to buy a house, $24,000 in 1988. I gave it to Azuma Nelson and his manager to come and make the deposit for me. Meanwhile, the seniors that I met, if you ask them $10,000, that time, they couldn't have that in their account. I didn't even have a green card that time. And I worked so many hours because I had a vision, I had a dream, I had a foresight, and challenged myself, said, one day I'll be somebody. No, I'll tell you the truth. Young men here, you should always turn your misfortunes to be blessings. Why? Maybe I had brains, all right, but I was not from a rich home. So I was disappointed 3 times by girls. And that actually propelled me to be successful. The reason being that I went to a boys' school at Sado College, it's all boys. On vacation, I don't know these days if you have it, they call vacation classes. So we used to go vacation classes and we meet ladies over there, miss, you know. And my contribution in class, some ladies fell in love with me. But on a more serious note, I was reluctant to take them home because the fear of dogging. When they go to my house and they see where I live, they don't come again. So I didn't want to take them home. One of them, I took her home, and my stepfather's furniture. I don't know who has read No Longer at Ease by Chino Achebe. He described his first furniture as me and my wife. That time, my stepfather had a furniture, 3 sets, 3 in 1, 2 in 1, and 1 single. And he put a cotton, white sheet around it and put plastic on it so that the white would not be dirty. Now, one of the chairs, the leg was broken, and I forgot. Though when the lady came to my house and I asked her to sit, you know, the lady sat and she fell, and she was exposed. She was so offended, she felt I deliberately or intentionally set her up. She has never experienced poverty before. So she went. I walked there from from Kokomlemle to Asalam down. Apologized. Still, she didn't get it. The other one my happiest moment was going to 6th form. So lower 6, I had a girlfriend at Accra High School. Now it was just a girlfriend who told me. you get what I mean? Because even 6th form, even when I was in 6th form, I had no place to sleep. I was sleeping on the couch on the last floor of the barracks. Yeah, I would take my mattress, put it down, and sleep. So if I say girlfriend, don't get me wrong. I'm sharing this. This, you will not get it from the books. That's why I'm sharing it with you. So I had an economic book written by B.A. Menu, Tia Ahmedia. It's titled Economics Made Easy. I gave it to my girlfriend because she was in Form 5, I was in lower 6. But when I went to the 6th form, the first term, I realized I still need that book. B.A. Menu was very good, very simple. He breaks economics down and you just get the understanding and pass. So I went there to a house at Asalam Down to take the book. Honestly, wherever, anytime I go there, where I sit with her, that day when I entered the gate, I saw her with a handsome man sitting there. Then my heart beat. You know, I gathered the courage, went in there, greeted her and the guy, and the parents did like me a lot. So I had to pretend and engage in conversation with the sisters and the mother. I spoke to them for about an hour. The lady did not get up. I sent the sister to go and tell her that I need that book. She sent the sister to go and look into the trunk and get me that book. The sister went, she couldn't find it. So I said, okay, let me go. And then there will be a demand here. So, you know, I was miserable. And the younger sister felt so bad. So she escorted me out. And I told her sister, tell your sister, one day I'll be somebody. You know, the next day in the afternoon, she actually came to my house when I was packing my things to go back to school and said to me, what did you tell my sister? The guy that you saw, that time they had just started building Joe. And that was the first time I heard wall-to-wall carpet. When you go to the guy's house, their living room, wall-to-wall. Wall-to-wall means the carpet. Those days, the carpet, most of the homes, the carpet was just in the middle. But the rich guys have started, you know, carpeting the whole living room from one wall to the other. So he called it wall to wall. She said so many things to me. And I said to her, Janet, one day I'll be somebody. Yeah. So that motivated me to work hard. And one day, I was on a British Airways flight. That poor Lazarus that he disappointed me, saw me in the first class, British Airways. Then, according to her, she waved. I didn't see. Because we always go first before business, then economy. So when I entered the first class, I saw a lot of friends that I knew at the business class. So I came back to talk to them. Then she waved at me. So I saw her and went to her place at the economy. Then she said, oh, I was trying to come to your place, but the flight attendants stopped me. Then I asked her a question, Janet, why? Are you not a Christian? You don't read Bible? The Lazarus and that rich man. The rich man was asking Lazarus, just to put his finger in the water and give a drop. And what Lazarus said to him was that, where I am and where you are, far away. You know, I'm sharing this with you for you to know that my life was not rosy. It was not on a silver platter. I had to struggle to get to where I am today. And even where I am today, I want to go further than that. So, every individual, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should have a vision. With a vision, you should have courage. Courage in the sense that you should be able to take risk. The future belongs to risk takers, not security seekers. What I mean by risk takers is that, you know, professor here with PhD, everything, because he's working, he becomes security seeker because instead of setting up his own institution, whatever money he makes here, he will go and buy treasury bills for somebody to manage the treasury bills for him because he's afraid to lose the money. Such people, they make money, but they always become average people because they are scared to take risk. So those who take risk and invest their business, money in businesses are always going to make more money than those who always protect what they have. So you have to gather the courage and take risk. And if you take risk and invest your money, if you invest the money, make sure. I gave you an example of 40 hours and 88 hours, which was 128 hours a week. When others are working 40, 60 hours, put in 100 hours. When you sacrifice your time, the 40 hours difference brings more income, or you make more income from the 40 hours extra than the one who did only 60 hours. So hard work will take you very far. Those who are always content with the number of hours they have and they have the pleasure to enjoy, trust me, you always see them with the pleasure enjoying the little that they have. And it comes to a time they cannot even buy a nice car. But you that saved your money, took the risk and invested it, will reap profits, can use the profit to buy any nice car that you want. You have to postpone the spending today for tomorrow. What I mean by postpone spending today for tomorrow is especially women. Women tend to keep up with the Joneses. What I mean by keeping up with the Joneses is a lady will see her friend wearing Chanel. So, oh, I'm also going to get Fendi. I'm also going to get Louboutin. It becomes competition. The little money that you could have saved and invested, you spend it on bags, ladies' bags. A guy will see his friend wearing a nice shoe. Oh, I'm going to get, Agyapong is wearing Zena, so I'm also going to get Zena shoe. Do you know how much money I have before I bought the Zena shoe? And now because you saw me wearing Zena, you spend your last money also to go and buy Zena. That's what I mean by keeping up with the Joneses. You have to save your money. When you are with friends in the same room and you save your money, they tend to call you, oh, you are chisel, you are this, you don't spend money. You know what you want in future. So whatever money you save becomes your capital, and your capital, you invest it. When you invest your capital, what you have to do is to make sure you always work hard to make more money so that you don't lose the money. If you want to be a businessman, I'm sorry, I have to tell you the truth. It's the gospel truth. When you establish your business, don't employ your brother. Don't employ your sister. Don't employ any relative. Because if they make a mistake and you sack them, your mother, your uncle, your grandfather, everybody will come and beg. And they know very well that he's taking your money. But the whole family will go against you. They consider you to be a very wicked person. Let them call you wicked. When you don't employ them and your business is going on, you go home and feed them. That's the only way you can protect your investment. When you have enough, you can help your brother by also establishing a business for him. Let him go his way and you wash your hands. But if you are going to rely on relatives to help you in your business, they will collapse your business. I've gone through it. I don't want you to go through that. That is why I'm telling you. Again, if you want to succeed in life, if you want to be different from any entrepreneur or a businessman, you have to be honest. Integrity is key to success. I'll give you another example. All these things, you don't get it in the book. I have a new company that I bought from an Indian. They deal in petrochemical for these plastic bottles and all those things. And they supply different companies here. When I took over the company, they checked my background and they wanted to meet me. After going through books, going around the company, we decided to go to lunch. And at lunch, he said, I hear you're a very honest man. I have a problem. I want you to help me. I said, okay, go ahead. She said she's about to lose her job in Belgium because she gave a credit to a Ghanaian company and the guy has duped her. He has not paid the money for about 2 years and they want to sack him from her job. What the guy refused or did not know was that if you go to Dubai, almost all the petrochemical companies, they know each other. So if you dupe company A tells company B, B tells C, that's it, you are cut off. They blacklist you and you can't deal with anybody. But if you are honest to company A will recommend to company B. Company B will recommend you to company C. Now, because of my honesty, I just came into the business. But they ship all these raw materials to me, and most of companies manufacturing plastics now buy the raw materials for me because of honesty. So honesty is key to success. Foresight is still about a dream. You should know what you want. You should know what you want. You have a foresight that in the next 5-10 years, I'm going to rise to this level. How do I do it? All the things I've said to you come to play before the foresight will materialize. Hard work, honesty, savings, investment. Is one who has the vision, who have all these things, and you have the foresight to project that in the next 10 years, the market will be saturated, and therefore have to branch off into another business. This is how you have to read the market. So anybody who has a foresight can predict what will happen tomorrow, will always be a better businessman or entrepreneur than the one who does not think of tomorrow but wait for tomorrow. You have to stay focused. When you are doing business, there are economic turmoil that will happen. But you just don't give up. Once you've decided to attain this level, there will be challenges on your way. But you don't let the challenges impede your progress as you expect. Turmoil, economic turmoil. Let me give you one example. Just recently, you see America and the rest of the world are fighting on tariffs. And because of that, the economies of the developing countries are suffering because of dollar fluctuations and, those things. When you were planning, you did not anticipate that Trump would take over and now he will also want to make more money for his people or his country because he feels the rest of the world are cheating them. It was not part of your thinking or whatever you wanted to do. So, if it does happen like that, because you are staying focused, that this is where I want to reach, and there are economic turmoils that can happen, you begin to guard against that before it even happens. So if it happens, you cushion yourself with what you have saved. Let's say if you make a profit of 100 cedis, you plow back 70 into the business and save 30 for unknown tomorrow, which can be the economic turmoil that we're going through. When you do that, you are focusing. And when you stay focused, others who do not save some of their revenue or profit and take the risk to put all the 100% in, if there's a downturn in the economy, they suffer more. So sometimes you take risk, but some of the risk you have to calculate it. If you don't calculate it and you be greedy, or you are greedy to put everything in, you will lose all. So when you stay focused, you'll be able to cushion yourself when there's economic turmoil or downturn in the system. So anybody who wants to be an entrepreneur can do so. Don't think you're a first-class student, and because you're a first-class student, that alone determines your success in life. That is fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. If you are brilliant, it paves a way for you. You have the advantage, all right. But if you don't go further than that, and you become complacent. I was talking to one of my daughters in Yale. She's very brilliant, but she's confused. When I advise her, she doesn't take it. She rather takes advice from her professors. But I have studied the market. I'm an employer, and I know professions that pay good money. But she thinks she's brilliant, and therefore it's automatic that she's going to be rich. I told her, you are joking. Because in Adisada College, my best position was 23 out of 144. But they know that that guy, when I speak English, they were laughing at me. Come here, Agyapong, anu blofu cheme. Today, because of the zeal, because of the way I perceive life, there is nothing going on within our classmates that they will not inform me to contribute. And obviously, I'm the biggest contributor. So I share all these with you for you to know that the wealth at home today that you are enjoying, if you don't work a bit, even if your father leaves you the whole wealth, you lose it. You lose it. But those of us from poor home who are aggressive to succeed, one day your aggressiveness will pay off. So, I normally share my personal experience. Some people don't want to do it. I don't feel shy. I have to tell you, just to motivate you, so that when you are thinking, you say that if Agyapong, that poor boy from Agyapong, has been able to make it, I can also do it. Can also do it. And even do it better. Yes. And say to yourself, just as I said to the girls, one day, I'll be somebody. One day, I'll be somebody. And you'll be somebody. So whatever you are learning here is good. Why it's good is that even if you want to become a businessman or entrepreneur, your education will help decision making. Your education here will help in decision making. It will prepare you. You think through issues, you think through challenges, and come up with solutions. So keep it up. Education, education, education. And out of college, job, job, job. And when we have the job, savings, savings, savings. Savings, investment, investment, investment. Investment, then hard work, hard work, hard work. Hard work, honesty, honesty, honesty. And trust me, one day you'll remember Honorable Kennedy Agyapong coming here to share his story with you. God bless all of you.
Oh, please do it better for the next President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Let us do it better for him, please. Let's do it better. Wow, thank you, Jama. Thank you, Jama. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, let's do it quickly, then we go. We have some few presentations to do quickly. Let's start from this way, please. The information to me is that the paramount chief of our Plawu traditional area.
Hello. I know the organizers yesterday, they were struggling even to pay for the auditorium here. I gave them go ahead. So I'm here with 20,000 to settle your bills.
Okay, so thank you so much. What do we say to Honorable? Thank you, and God bless you so much. We are grateful. So, ladies and gentlemen, some presentations are going to be done quickly, and the first one is going to Dr. Stephen Amwa, but he's not here. We will quickly reserve that one, and then the first one will go to Honorable Bisu. It will be done by TESCOM President UHAS, Kelvin Mensah. Please quickly, let's bring the presentations quickly. Then we go. Jama be giving us a song as they bring the presentations to the stage. Give us a song as they bring the presentations. TESCON Secretary, Kelvin. TESCON Secretary, Kelvin. TESCON Secretary, please be fast. To Honorable BCU, thank you so much. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Wow, this is nice. Thank you. We are doing the next presentation to the next President of the Republic of our country, Ghana. And the first presentation will be done by Tawakal Musa Banda. Please, the welcome of UHAS. Please, let's do it quickly. Hello. Quickly. Presentation being done by the welcome of UHAS. Saying thank you to Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, the next president of our dear motherland, Ghana. Thank you. Honorable, please, you are taking the second one from Dr. Ohene, the VC's rep over here. The second one will be done by Dr. Ohene. Thank you so much, Honorable. Volta region loves you, and we appreciate everything that you are doing for us. The factory you are about to put up here, we are happy with it. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So thank you so much. We have two other, but they are not here. It will be presented to them later. Please let us be seated as we take the vote of thanks from
ladies and gentlemen. We won't waste my time. We will call Lady Sally Boatin to give us a vote of thanks, please. Oh, shall we receive her, please? You can do better. You can do better, please.
Thank you. Distinguished guests, our honorable esteemed speaker, respected dignitaries, cherished participants, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor and privilege to deliver today's vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. Our head cup appreciation goes to God Almighty for making today come and making this program a success. With profound and deep appreciation, we express our heartfelt gratitude to our keynote speaker, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, for gracing us with his presence and for delivering a thought-provoking, insightful, and immensely empowering address. Honorable, I must say your words were challenging to our perspective, but yes, it also inculcated our empowering and then collective resolve to pursue entrepreneurial skills. We will do this with dedication and then courage and then vision. And to our collaborating institutions, I want to say thank you, and we are sincerely grateful for your participation and then your support. And to our TESCON leadership and then organizing committee, we want to say a very big thank you to you. Your hard work has communicated in today's success. And then our vibrant and then energetic audience, I want to say thank you all so much for participating in today's program. I want to say, Mesdames Wase, Akpena Mikanta, Oyuwalodo, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Oh, you can do better, please. She's known for her fluency, beauty. Thank you, Lady Sally Boating. God richly bless you. We won't waste my time. We are about drawing the curtains. So at this point, we will invite Reverend Lawrence to give us a closing prayer, please. Oh, shall we welcome him?
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's have the closing prayer. Please let's have the closing prayer. Thank you so much. Can we be upstanding, please? Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for bringing this idea and then making it materialize today. We thank you for the life of our dear father, uncle, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, and the vision he has for this country and the youth of this country. And it is our earnest prayer that it materializes in his life and in our life. We pray for travel mercies. Go with us and we give you glory in the end. Amen. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. If Jama can continue with us with some stars.